So there's two more subjects I want to ask you about.
Yes.
Hillary Clinton.
You know, short answer is, badass bitch. I mean, listen, Hillary is she's a tough as nails person. She's incredibly immoral. She has a lust for power that's, is unquenchable. She is a notorious backroom dealer, very good at it. Never been a good campaigner. Always good in back rooms, making deals in Congress, the Senate. People really respected her. Never met a war she didn't like. Never met a bank she didn't want to do business with. It's all about a lust for power. I think that whatever idealism she had at Yale in the 60s or whatever, has just been stomped out of her. I mean, her and her husband are, Dick Morris wrote that book about them, Partners in Power. I think she full well knew that he had problems with women and the way that he treated women. I think she supported him. She, I think, attacked those women. She maligned people that legitimately accused her husband of horrible acts and things like rape. So, I mean, I put nothing past her. I mean, I joke around in my act. I say, like, she's killed people or whatever. I don't know that she has or not. I don't put much past her. I don't. I mean, I think people who compartmentalize their life to that degree, and I know, like, that's not only politicians, right? There's a lot of people in power positions that have secret families, secrets they hide from people wherever, like people that compartmentalize their life to that degree. I mean, what those people can be capable of in the pursuit of something that they feel is the greater good, which is their power, I don't know what she's involved with or who she's involved with. I just know that she's very comfortable talking to dictators and despots. She laughed hysterically when Muammar Gaddafi was sodomized to death on camera. And Muammar Gaddafi's not a great guy, but she's like cackling in the background. So this is not someone.
Is that true?
Yeah, it's true.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was that like a war room situation? What was that about?
I believe, I don't know exactly, but this is somebody who she made some very, very funny, not very funny, but like fun, offhanded comments while, he was just attacked in the street and like murdered in a very heinous way. Yeah. And that doesn't faze her. She's unfazed. I mean, she joked about droning Julian Assange, right? She's not.
That's true. She did do that.
Yeah, I mean, she's unfazed by things that would faze most of us, right?
That's true.
Most people are like, hey, what about that? No, it's all true. It's all verifiable. Everything I say is true.
Yeah.
Every time I say something on Joe's show,
we're fact checking you live, and we haven't found one issue yet.
They're all true.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all true. I mean, to the extent that, listen, maybe I would have maybe she was uncomfortable and she was like, I don't know, but
probably not.
It's a little scary when someone like that, when somebody like that wants power and thinks they deserve it, it's a little terrifying. So she scares me, but also I think she's also in the same way, I think it's a great victory for feminism.
Hang on. I have a clip here. I've not seen this. Hillary Clinton laughs about killing, Gaddafi. Let's see.
So, I mean, that is the land of unconfirmed.
Yes, we came, we saw, he died.
Did it have anything to do with your...
Yeah, that's pretty callous.
That's pretty weird.
That's pretty callous, eh?
But this is, if you go research how he died, I mean, he died.
It was just brutal.
And she knows exactly how he died. Yeah. So this is a woman that these morons on Twitter are saying, I'm still with her and what a great victory for women. It's such an optics, aesthetic, ceremonial thing, whereas this woman is a deeply troubling figure that is, historically will be understood as much more of a villain than she is now. I think when all is said and done and when the history books are written, she will go down in history as someone who has many villainous qualities.
Yeah, you would think if you were involved in someone dying, you would probably need some therapy, some kind of quiet moments. But
I get that people like her have to make big decisions, and people have to. I understand that's a life and death thing. There's a certain level of callousness.
That's
and listen, it's not only that, right? It's a pattern of behavior. It's attacking women that have accused your husband of rape. It's doing all of these things, and then when you put that all together, it's floating a picture of Barack Obama dressed in traditional African garb and saying he's a Muslim when you're running against the primaries for him, and like potentially endangering his family.
She did that?
Yeah, our campaign did it when they float stuff like that. when you float stuff like that in a country where people react violently to things like that.
So,
she did that shit. I didn't know she did that.
Yeah.
I mean, this is.
Can you pull up that picture? I want to see. I'm getting educated on Hillary
The whole
Clinton
birtherism thing started with Hillary's campaign.
No,
2008.
Dan is. Can you hear Dan? He's saying birtherism started with Hillary.
Dan knows.
It's true.
Wow.
What a bitch.
It's what when you want
I
power,
despise the birtherism thing. That to me is like one of the most despicable fucking acts of, just one of the trashiest things, really.
I mean, this is a couple that presided over a crime bill that was incredibly damaging to minority communities, that, prosecuted an unjust, unfair drug war in those areas, or continued to attacked women that had legitimate, accusations against her husband. I mean, these are people that it's a perfect example of the 60s kind of progressivism getting turned in a very ugly way.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in the 90s, and kind of this very interesting, they're fascinating people. And I would never say that they weren't this great American story in the same way that the Bushes are this very interesting dynasty. And I mean, it's all very interesting, but I think as history, they will not be remembered kindly in history. My guess.
I'm waking up, dude. Well, I, for one, will be writing in Jeffrey Epstein. And I hope you will be joining me in
I'll be right. You write in Jeffrey, I'll write in Ghislaine.
Yeah, perfect. The perfect, the new energy we need in this country to govern.
Yeah. Can I write it?